Hey guys, welcome to Game Jam, and we are doing a bunch of Lucio testing. So we want to test whether small characters versus big characters, what's the size of the radius of his push, and so on and so forth. So I've got some friends here to help me test. We have SSweetDreamz and Kutebunny. And that being said, let's get going. So first test is just to see how far, like a small character versus a big character. So I'm going to push Kutebunny here. Now he's not going to move at all. Wow, that's got pretty good push. And let's see if it's the same distance. Okay, definitive test result is they have the exact same movement. You can see here they land like literally almost the same spot on the curb, right next to each other. Okay, so we can wipe that myth out. It doesn't matter how heavy the character is. It is the same push. Okay, next test. Let's go step back up. The next test we're gonna do is see whether there's an effect if the push is not in the center. And if you're pushing two characters at the same time, is it the exact same push or is it different at all? So here we go.
Push off.
Okay, so what I noticed immediately is that being in between the characters, I pushed one a little bit to the right and the one a little bit to the left. So if they look at each other, they can see that they're no longer right next to each other. They're actually like fairly good apart. Now it seemed to be the exact same distance. So I think the next test we're gonna need to set up is how far away will it work? And I'm going to do one where I am close to you guys and one when I'm far away. So here we go. I'm going to do one. This is about as close as I can get to the character. Here we go. You can don't. Oh, perfect. Okay, so he stays. Okay, pretty good, pretty good. So now I'm going to back up and see if it works from here. Here we go.
Push off.
Okay, what you'll notice is whether I was close to the character or far away from the character, it was still the exact same push. It seems that the distance is pretty far for the push, so I'm going to back as far away as I can and see how close we need to be. So, test one. I'm aiming directly at Kutebunny here. Nothing. Oh, she disappeared! Okay, try again. Nothing.
Push off.
Hey, you came back! So it looks like, now again, this is going to be, you're going to have to measure it out for yourself when you guys are seeing on the screen, but the effective distance for a push is pretty far. So the next test is going to be about the cone. So again, I'm going to stick with testing on Tracer right now, and we're going to see how far away the cone works. So anywhere in this is going to be close enough, and so it's going to be a question of how much radius it is, right? So we got a distance here, so I'm going to start far away and we're going to kind of back into it.
Push off.
Wow, that is a pretty good distance. So right now, on my screen, about 50% to the left is still pushing the character. So let's try again. I'm going to go a little further.
Get back.
Keep going. Get a little bit more.
Push off.
That is still working! Are you kidding? Okay, at this point... Okay. Okay, I finally have a test case that doesn't work. I'm gonna bracket in a little bit more. A little bit more. There you go. Okay, so what it looks like on my screen, it's about 60 to 70% to the right of the screen is where it'll still be effective on pushing the character. So anybody from here to there is gonna work. So I'm gonna have you jump in the air, and then I'm gonna try to push you in the air. So go ahead and jump whenever you're ready. Okay, so that had a kind of dramatic effect here. So we're gonna do it one more time. Go ahead. Yeah. So it definitely has an effect. So jumping in the air, it did have an effect, and it seemed that the momentum carried over from from the jump. So go ahead and keep jumping again. I'm gonna try to hit you when you're jumping up.
Push off.
It seems relatively close to the same distance. You can go ahead and come back up. It did have a slight impact, but it's not really that much. Again, it's going to be really hard to predict when your opponent's going to jump anyways, right? But even if they do jump in the air or not, it's not going to change the impact too much, except if the character's coming down, they might reach the ground first. What I want to see is if I can push you off, and then if you... We're going to do... let's try this. Okay, so that almost pushed you off the edge. Come back here again, and you're gonna do the same thing where you're jumping up and down.
30 seconds
Yeah, somewhere right around there. That should work. So go ahead and jump up and down.
Push off.
Interesting. Okay, we're going to do some more testing. This time we're going to go with some momentum tests. What I want to test is whether my momentum has any effect on the ability. So here we go. I'm going to run in.
Push off.
Oh, it looks like it's about the same distance. Now, I wasn't using my ability, so we're going to do the same thing again. I'm going to do it on the Reinhardt, but I'm going to use my E ability. So here we go.
You feel that? Step to this.
Nope. Okay, so my momentum has no effect on the ability. All right, guys, set back up again.
This is gonna make you feel
And
better.
now we're going to start doing your momentum against the ability. And I think that's going to have a big impact. So the first one is where I'm going to have you run perpendicular to me. So run along that wall ledge.
Get back.
Okay, so I'm still pushing the exact same distance forward. Kind of what you'd expect. Obviously, the momentum carried forward. And now the next test is going to be when you're pushing into me. We're going to do this where you push... where you come toward me here, and I will push you. So go ahead and do the same thing again. Seem to have the same impact, if I want to say so. All right, we're going to try it now, the same test again, but except you're holding W the entire time. Okay? So go ahead and push into me. Okay, so you'll notice immediately that instead of getting pushed to here, he got pushed to here. So about half the distance when he was holding W. So if you're near a ledge and Lucio pushes you, you can hold W and you may have a chance of stopping that attack. However, if you're running perpendicular to Lucio, you're probably screwed.
Push off.
Okay, so what noticing from there again, when I was just saying before, when you're holding W and running toward him, it's same effect in the air. Even if you're still in the air, it does not have the same pushback. It's about half the distance.
Wait. Did you want me to hold W on that?
Oh, let's try it again with holding W. Go ahead. So you're gonna hold W and jump in the air, and I will hit you when you're in the air.
All right.
That was a pretty quick recovery. So again, I'm gonna go with the theory that the momentum didn't really change, or let me say this. The power of the push didn't change, but because you are pushing forward and then also going down real quick, you get back down on the ground real quick and recover faster.
Jump.
Just jump in the air.
All right.
You can see there's a much further pushback when he's not resisting my ability by running into me. So here's the other test. Is somebody was saying that if Lucio's speed is on your character, you will get pushed even further.
3, 2, 1, go.
Get back.
Okay, is that my imagination, or does that look further? That is definitely further. That is the interesting effect. So it seems that because the Lucio speeds up Tracer's abilities, Tracer ends up getting pushed further back. And it has nothing to do with her weight, because we already disproved the weight having any function to it. So you're going to try to charge into me, and I'm just going to see if I can push you back. So go ahead.
Towards you? I think
Yeah.
Okay.
It's probably not going to work, but I just want to prove it wrong. Nope. I don't think that worked. Let's see if it activated.
Press it?
No, maybe I didn't push it. Let's try it again. I'm going to go run over there real quick. Denied! I think it gave me about a quarter of a second. It's like,
Yeah.
That's it.
Push off.
Okay, it has the exact same effect as before. It's exactly as you expected. The same power, what we've proved is the power is constant. Doesn't have any effect. Moving, not moving. It's just a matter of whether the momentum is moving toward you or not. We've tested Bastion before. Bastion in the turret stance will not move at all. Won't budge a bit. Just set up a level 1 turret here. Let's just see if it does anything. Okay, it does damage, that's it. Trap holds me in place. Okay, so tell you what you're gonna do. Start your ability up, and then I will try to push you as you're activating your ability.
Oh, it cancels it.
Okay, interesting. That is it for all the testing. If there's any scenarios that we missed, let me know in the comments below, and I will try to see if I can't test those extra scenarios. And thank you to my special guests, SSweetDreamz and Kutebunny, for helping me out. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Yay.